For women, relationships could seem like mixed signals. Love could look like loyalty one day and controlling the next day. A man could be all into you today and tomorrow he could ghost you completely. It feels random, but it isn't. Every man has an archetype and a shadow to follow that archetype. At his best, he could seem like he's almost inspiring, and at his worst, he could come across like he is just destructive. And once you see the archetype and the shadow, you can't unsee them. First archetype, the protector. At his best, the protector is loyal and principled. He will sacrifice his whole life for something he believes in, especially for his woman. The protector's strength would make any woman feel safe. But at his worst, the protector becomes cynical. He becomes convinced that the world does not honor loyalty anymore. And this is where you see the protector become a bitter man. This is where you see he checks out. The protector sees life as a vow, a promise to be kept, no matter the cost. And once that vow is honored, he thrives. But when that vow is broken, the protector collapses into cynicism and nihilism. For guys, the protector is the type of person that is into a lot of MGTOW stuff, that is into like black pill philosophy, that is into any sort of fatalism and saying that, women are not to be trusted. The protector is the kind of guy too that he wouldn't just need heartache to happen to him. He could see it happening to other men, see that loyalty not being honored, and that women going with somebody else that doesn't deserve, cheating on men who doesn't deserve to be cheated on. And the protector will say to himself, he checking out, he not taking this chance. The protector is a guy who will be very good at relationships with traditional women, with relationships with a cultural context or a religious context. The second archetype is the king. At his best, the king builds. He is the most ambitious type of man. He is structured, ambitious, and disciplined. He thrives in taking chaos and turning it into order. But at his worst, the king chases endless status symbols. He is really into the pursuit of money, muscles, titles, and any type of self-accolade. And the king will burn himself out trying to prove that he is enough. The king sees life as a build, always constructing something and always climbing. But when this ladder to climb never ends for the king, he could forget easily why he is doing this in the first place. And life could become an endless pursuit of thinking that you're not enough and you're always striving to get a higher status, to get a higher looks before you think you deserve to even be with a woman. The king has a really high standard for himself, and he thinks that he must reach the standard, which might always keep going up and up even when he reaches a certain standard. So the king is not as entitled as the protector to think he deserves a woman and that his loyalty is enough for a woman, but he might be pursuing even more things than the protector type. And at his worst, the king really just can get caught up in pursuit. This pursuit can really burn him out so much so that he never even pursues women, or he doesn't have time for his woman. Third archetype, the lover. At his best, the lover is fun, present, and magnetic. He could seem like a really charismatic person to be around, and many times the lover archetype these days are people who are consciously the lover archetype and train themselves through some method of gaining charisma skills, pick up artistry or something like that. But the lover type could also come naturally. But I think that is a really rare thing to happen naturally. At his worst, the lover could easily become a wanderer, self-indulgent, unstable, unpredictable, and unreliable. And this is because the lover sees life more like a dance, fluid, playful, and unpredictable. He thinks that life should be embraced and that life is to be enjoyed to the fullest. At his worst, the lover could just seem chaotic, unreliable, and fleeting. He could not be there for the people that he supposed to be protected and supposed to love, he cannot be able to provide for them, but he's able to show them a good time at the start. And usually when the lover sees that he's not able to maintain a higher standard of a relationship expected as a relationship matures, the lover quickly just tries to exit and go on to another relationship. So we've seen the 3 different types of archetypes. The truth is that none of them are perfect, and all of them has a gift, has a good side, and could have a bad side. But the bad side of archetypes, and just being aware of what type of archetype that you tend to gravitate towards, just knowing about it could let you take the bad side of one and look to replace that by the good side of another one to be a more complete, perfect human being. That is, as a man, you could do that. And for women, understanding these things could mean seeing through mixed signals and understanding the red flags and having the empathy to guide and nurture somebody back onto the correct path or into a path that they should be pursuing more without losing your mind in the process.